Alright, mic's hot, guys. 1002 Arnette Avenue. We are at the PVC to cast iron transition right at the foundation wall, and we're just going to cruise through. Actually, what I'll do is we'll just go fast. Alright, so here we are at the terracotta to cast iron transition. You can see in the video that that pinkish pipe, I'm up against it right now, so there's looks like what I would call a piece of a terracotta broken off, a hub, and then you have the actual pipe to the left. And then as we pull back, you can see the darker pipe that looks crusty on the inside is the cast iron. And it looks like there's actually a PVC street main down there at the bottom corner, sitting at about, I don't know, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. Not between 7 and 8 o'clock. I'm going to try to bump past that one more time, see if I can get there. This looks like a really shoddy repair by the city. So it looks like a PVC main down there. And then they have a section of PVC right here. This is out of the street. So I'm actually going to pause the video and I'm going to go locate this. And then we'll just pull back from there. So 58 foot out. Pausing the video. Alright, we're back. 5 foot deep right here at this little PVC transition here. Again, pretty shoddy install by the city, or whoever did that, rework that tap there. Back to cast iron. At least the transition doesn't look horrible, though it looks like we're missing a piece of pipe. So, right at the top, sitting at about 11:30, there's that kind of shadowy thing. That is just a missing chunk of cast iron. Just horribly done. Somebody had the street open and decided they were going to do a horrible fix when they had the chance to do it right. A lot of roaches. Pretty gross. Usually don't see that many. Alright, we're holding a little bit of water here, probably close to 1/8 to 1/4. And you can see what happens to the solids that get flushed down the line when they hit these pools of water. This is considered a back grade. And they just sit, and eventually they'll start to clog and kind of clog up a little bit, like, you know, they'll make a little dam, and then the water will build up enough and then it'll kind of push itself out. If we could set up like a time lapse inside of the sewer, that's what we would see, and it's caused by this kind of pool of water down here, which is caused by back-graded pipe. So now we're out of that. See the difference? We're not supposed to be holding water at all. So, I believe where we just were, right there, I believe is the city cleanout. That cavity up top, at least I hope it is. And those roaches are just having a field day right there. I'm going to go ahead and just verify that out in the yard. So we're going to pause this video and turn on the locator and go locate that. Alright, 3'6", and I did confirm that is the city cleanout that is paved into the driveway there. It's a cavity right above us where all the roaches are hanging. And now I think we're going to 45, maybe that's it actually. Okay, so what we're seeing, because I was a few feet ahead towards the street, so what we're seeing right here, I don't know what that is. could be an old city clean out. It doesn't look like necessarily like a break in the pipe. You don't see roots or dirt pushing through, or I guess it could be, but it doesn't look like it. But it also doesn't look like a perfectly circular cavity. So that white spot that I put in the driveway actually represents that, and the actual city clean out is here. So this is what a T or a combination looks like on its back. Granted, it has some of that nasty stuff kind of pushing through, whatever that may be, just goo. But you can see the difference between that hole and that weird kind of cavity. And it does have, looks to be possibly like some dirt raining down, maybe. It's just really hard to tell. So I think there's a good chance that actually might be a hole in the top of the pipe. I can't explain what else it is. So that's not good. Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance of that maybe. I just can't really tell with the camera. So possibly a hole in the top of the pipe there. City clean out's actually here, so it's after we turn. And then focus on the city clean out. So from about right here, 25 foot back. So I should be able to pull within 10 foot, do one more locate. By the way, we are in cast iron piping. Just so you know, it kind of build up, you know, on the walls, just rust from the inside. It's not really good pipe to me, in my opinion. It lasted this long, so good enough, I reckon. But it's kind of build up right there. That just looks like pieces of toilet paper, possibly. So we're going to go ahead and locate this just as kind of like a general locate, and then I'll go ahead and pull the camera back. But yeah, so far we got a belly, very slight belly, then we got a possible hole in the pipe, and we have a really bad city tap, which that is not on the seller or the buyer, but the city would need to come out and readdress what's going on out there in the street. Alright, we're going to pause this video. Alright, we're back. 2'3" at this point. Just did a general locate. Keep pulling back. Alright, this is where it 45s and squares up with the side of the home coming into the very front. If you're looking at the front of the home, the front right. This is our cast iron and PVC transition. We are on the interior of the foundation wall now. So you can see the difference between a nice PVC line that doesn't have a back grade. It's run like it's supposed to be. The walls are smooth, like they're supposed to be. Cast iron over time just rust from the inside, and builds up that scaling, starts to slow things down. It will continue to flow, but like I said, if you could put a time-lapse camera in there and just let it sit, something that didn't obstruct the flow, you would see that line stops up, probably on the regular, at least, inch or two worth of water. Then that weight of that water kind of pushes itself free, and it starts the process all over again. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever to see that happen once or twice, maybe 3 times a week. So you get this PVC and nothing really hangs on, so you're golden. Alright, cool. So we are in the crawl, and we went in and we're counting negative footage, and the reason why is because I started the footage at that cast iron to PVC transition. Just because I knew that the PVC in the crawl here was good. There's no point in really locating that or counting that footage. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Thanks.